I welcome you all in the online session of Power System Protection. Hope you all are fine and having good health. In today's online lab, we are discussing about steady time current characteristics of overcurrent relay using ETAP. The objective of today's lab is to model a power system on electrical transient analyzer program having an overcurrent relay protection and study its TCC curve. TCC curve is the time current curve characteristic. So, what is time characteristic? We are discussing in lab theory. Time is plotted on the vertical axis. Vertical means on y-axis, and current is plotted on the horizontal axis. That means on x-axis. So, this plotting of TCC curve, time current characteristics, that we call TCC, is plotted versus time versus current in y and x respectively of the axis of all time current characteristic curves. Log type graph paper. Okay, log graph, which means because the time versus current characteristic can be vary from ampere to several kilo of amperes. To analyze and normalize the particular values in nominal to kilo ampere, to normalize in a single graph of curve, we need to take the help of log curve. That's the main logic that we already discussed in our theory classes and lab sessions as well in our previous semester as well. So that's the main logic why we plot a graph conventional instead of log. Log instead of conventional. Type graph paper is used to cover a wide range of times and currents. Characteristic curve are arranged so that the area below and to the left of curve indicate points of no operation. Left side means no operation in terms of short circuit or drastical change in abnormal condition of the short circuit. And the area above and to the right side of the curve indicate point of operation. Uh, in this graph, you can see left side and right side portion. So this is the thing which I'm discussing with you guys. What is the meaning of right and left of operation? So we have discussed no operation, and now we are discussing the operation, that is the right side, and left side is the no operation of the curve of TCC. The procedure involved in applying characteristic curves to a coordination study is to select or set the various protective devices so that the characteristic curves of series devices from the load to the source are located on a composite time current graph, time versus current. From the left to right, the moving from no operation to operation that we discussed in this fourth line, with no overlapping of curves. The result, no overlapping, the overlapping and no overlapping in between the no operation curve and operation curve. The result in a set of coordinated curves on one composite time current graph. A relay that operates a pickup when its current exceeds a predetermined value. A relay that operates a pickup means the particular kind of value which is the preset value before the operation of abnormal condition occurring, that particular value we called it a pickup value. When current exceeds the predetermined value, that is the setting value, is called the overcurrent relay. So, overcurrent protection protects electrical power systems against excessive currents which are caused by short circuit, ground faults, etc. Overcurrent relays can be used to protect practically any power system elements. So, transmission line, etc. kind of thing, transformers, generators, or motor. So, in these kind of particularly devices, applications, we use a overcurrent relay. For feeder protection, there would be more than one overcurrent relay to protect different sections of the feeder. To protect different sections, aspect of the feeder, we need to connect multiple overcurrent relays to protect from the fault of feeders. These overcurrent relays need to coordinate with each other such that the relay nearest fault operates first. Use time, current, and the combination of both time and current are three ways to discriminate adjacent overcurrent relays. Overcurrent relay gives protection against the overcurrent, indicates short circuit protection, and short circuit can be in these types. Phase faults means phase to phase and phase to earth or phase to ground faults. Earth faults, earth faults are, is if a phase is connected directly with the earth, that particular fault we called earth fault, and the unsymmetrical category of this fault would be phase to phase connect with the earth is also categorized as earth faults. Winding faults. Winding means the conductor of winding are connected each other, and further the coil of fault in create between the loss of insulation. So this fault categorized as winding fault. Now further, short circuit currents are generally several times, that would be 5 to 20 times full load current. Hence fast fault clearance is always on desirable on the short circuits. So that's the reason we need to prevent a system from short circuit occurrence by short circuit current of overcurrent relays. Difference between overcurrent and overload protection. What is the main difference between them? Overcurrent protection protects against excessive currents. Excessive means the drastical short circuit current produced occur when the short circuit is created between the face to face lines. Current beyond the acceptable current ratings, which are resulting from short circuits, ground faults, and overload conditions. While the overload protection protects against the situation where overload current causes overheating of the protected equipment. The overload protection is a bigger concept, so that the overload protection can be considered as a subset of overcurrent protection. So it's there is answer that overcurrent protection is a bigger concept. Overcurrent is a bigger concept, so that the overload protection can be considered as a subset of overcurrent protection. So overcurrent is a bigger concept, and overload is a subset of overcurrent protection. The overcurrent relay can be used as overload thermal protection when it protects the resistive loads, etc. kind of things. And however, for motor load, the overcurrent relay can not serve as overload protection. Overload relays usually have a longer time setting than the overcurrent relays. This is the main and third feature, that is the difference between the overload and overcurrent relays. Types of overcurrent relays that we already discussed in our uh, theory classes. I think all the people know this thing. the categorization of types of overcurrent relays. Instantaneous overcurrent relay, that we also called a definite current over time relay, and this is the definite time overcurrent relay. Inverse time overcurrent relay, that is IDMT relay. Moderately inverse, very inverse time, and extremely inverse. The fourth category is directional overcurrent relay. The extensive all kind of things, concepts, aspects we already discussed in our theory classes. So I uh, just discuss the curves and names of these relays categorization, because we already discussed their concepts in our theory classes. Instantaneous overcurrent relay, instantaneous means it work on the certain kind of time when the it needs to operate. Instantaneous overcurrent relay is the one of the which no intentional time delay. There is no intentional. Intentional means it is not user defined based, and predefined it is not. It is a fixed. And instantaneous means when the fault occur, it is at predetermined state. Predetermined state we already discussed in our previous session that uh, during operation stage before that we called the predetermined state of operation, on which the instantaneous overcurrent relay work, and approximate time of this operation is 100 millisecond. The very much quick time of operation. Furthermore, this is the instantaneous overcurrent relay time, which means when the certain requirement of the operation need instantaneous overcurrent set at a particular time of y-axis, it act at this instant. Following important feature of the instantaneous relay are these are the operation at definite time when current exceeds its pickup value. Pickup value is a defined value by the user, and if it exceeds by that predetermined value, then it operates directly. Its operation creation is only current magnitude on which it works. Operating time is constant. We all know this thing because of its instantaneous operation. There is no intentional time delay in this operation. Coordination of definite time relay is based on the fact that the fault current varies with the position of fault because of the different impedance between the fault and the source. It works on the difference of impedance operation, which is in between the fault area, fault operation of the particular equipment to the source side. That difference of impedance we also count in this operation. The relay located furthest from the source operate for a long current value. The operating current are progressively increased for the other relays when moving towards the source. Now moving another aspect, that inverse time over current relay. Inverse time over current relay is that inverse time over current relay is one of which the time is actuation of relay decrease as the fault, which means if fault occurrence time is less, so the operation would be in its opposite, which means it act in certain fast operation as compared to the previous one. As fault current increase, that actuation can perform in fast way. The more fault current is lesser will be the time of operation of the relay. Normally it has more inverse characteristics. That's the reason it is called the inverse time over current relay near the pickup value, which it turned means that in if fault current is equal to pickup value, then the relay will take infinite time to operate. So it is the user defined value of time operation can be provided in this relay of operation on which it works on the user defined time. So this is the aspect on which the time delay can be provided by the user, on which the drastical ampere rating can be operated by the user defined time, and it works on the inverse time. curve. Now this is the third category of inverse definite minimum time over current relay. So inverse definite minimum time over current relay is one in which the operating time is approximately inverse proportion to the fault current near pickup value and then becomes constant above the pickup value of the relay. So it works on the inverse operation. So moving toward the fourth, the directional overcurrent relay. The directional overcurrent relay is that when the power is not radial, radial means the single source of supply, source on one side of the line. There is no provision, parallel aspects on which the power flow. Radial means the power flow in single line and single way to the system. An overcurrent relay may not be able to provide adequate protection. This type of relay operates in one direction of the current flow and blocks in the opposite direction. Three conditions must satisfy for its operation, that would be current magnitude, time delay that would be defined by the user, and directionality of the current flow from source to load or load to source. Sometimes the current can be flow for that particular purpose. The we use the reverse power relay. The experiment, I think it would be experiment number 6 that we already done in our physical lab conduction, reverse power relay. That I think most of the people know about the what is reverse power relay and how it works, operate. The the directionality of current flow can be identified using voltage as a reference of direction. So moving towards the procedure that we will done in our ETAP simulation software, I already done that particular simulation. In this simulation, you can see a 200 MVSC grid connected, which is correct supply through the circuit breaker and connect with the bus 1 of network. This bus of network is in 3-bus IEEE bus standard system, which means bus number 1, bus number 2, and bus number 3. So this is the IEEE standard 3-bus network on which we are happening the ETAP simulations. So we was discussed about the aspect. The line of the cable is going through from this side, and in between the cable, we are connected to CTs, current transformer. Current transformer is the categorization of instrument transformer. There are two types of instrument transformer, that is CT and another one is PT. CT and PT are, these are the two uh, current transformer which are connected in between the line of cable which we need to sense the particular normal rating of ampere by these two CTs. This is the operation SOPs to provide the OCR, over current relay. It cannot be happen or done by single CT. So it is a requirement, mandatory requirement to measure the current of the line by connect the two CTs of current transformer and provide to the overcurrent relay. I think all over people know about this concept till now. If you have any kind of question, query regarding in this session, and if you have any kind of question, query, please feel free to ask. I will answer the kind of question to you guys. If you have any kind of question, query, please feel free to discuss, ask. I will answer and resolve your queries. Up till now, if you have any kind of question or query, please feel free to ask. Okay, hopefully all the things are clear in your mind. And if you have any kind of question, please interrupt me and ask me. And after the class, you can also ask with me in our WhatsApp group. My email address, adilkhanpakistan@gmail.com. Okay, moving towards the next aspect after overcurrent and instrument transformer of CTs, we are using a cable instead of the model of resistance and inductance in this aspect. Further, the bus number 2 is connected, that is link create between the fuse and cable by the second bus bar. Okay. Further fuse, we are connected transformer which transform your 12 kV to 0.48 kV, which means 480 volts. Okay, this is the high voltage circuit breaker, and after the transformer, these are the two circuit breaker which are the low voltage circuit breaker. So this circuit breaker is linked with the third bus bar, and then the circuit breaker categorization of low voltage circuit breaker also connected with this bus bar, and then provide supply to the contactor, and then overload relay, and then uh, three phase induction 100 horsepower of motor. This is the all over the summarization summary of this simulation which I already done in the um, ETAP simulation software. Okay, so if you can see the simulation aspect, so I'm also guide you about the aspect which is here, and the word file. There you go, the word file, and the characteristic further in the form of table here. There you go, and the power grid value is 200 MVSC, and X by R ratio would be 5. So same as that, we are using 200 MVSC value, and from where we can extract the value particularly. So grid value is here. You can place click and it will paste like this, and it would be select. After that, double click the value, double click that particular block, and provide the rating supply. Swing bus 12.47 kV. Kv already written, you only write 12.47. Balance load, and provide supply in the form of, let's say, short circuit value, and the kind of value can be that 200 MVSC, and further X by R ratio is 5, which I already provide here. After that, okay, and then a circuit breaker, that would be high voltage circuit breaker, and from where we can extract this thing, this would be low voltage circuit breaker, and this would be high voltage circuit breaker. By click and extract the block from library to place here and connect high voltage circuit breaker, and then join with the bus bar that having the rating 12.47 kV. If you double click the circuit breaker, you can extract the value, um, operating voltage like this one. These are the libraries on which we can select a particular way of Siemens breaker, Merlin, Grin, all the kind of category you can extract from this side. And circuit breaker of category, what would be? Am I select or not? I think I not select a particular value. So we moving towards and get the value. What would be the circuit breaker high voltage value? Okay, circuit breaker. All these are the values, but Siemens Alice and Siemens Static Trip 3. These are the categorization of circuit breaker that we need to connect here. But there are three circuit breakers: circuit breaker 1, circuit breaker 2, and circuit breaker 3. But there is not categorization of circuit breaker 3. Only 1 and 2 are mentioned here. So hopefully 2 have same characteristics as 3. So 1 have Siemens Alice LA 1600A. Moving towards the library, Siemens Alice, Siemens, and 1600A. Is there have any kind of possibility of 1600A? Then we select from that. 1600 ampere. Ampere rating container 1600. So we can select this one, and okay, Siemens 1600 ampere. And further, all the categorization can be selected by after selecting the library of Siemens of this categorization. Further, reliability of the circuit breaker parameters all be certain after selecting the library. These parameters can be fulfilled by the library. Interlocking of the circuit breaker can be fulfilled by this scenario. What is can open, when one can be closed. These things can be selected by the interlocking aspects. Now there is a remarks and comments can be expected there. Okay. Furthermore, there is a bus bar. When you provide supply operating voltage of grid, that particular voltage already linked with at this aspect, and of circuit breaker, sorry, bus bar 1, bus bar 2 already taken that particular operating voltage of 12.74 volt. But particularly if you want to enter that rating, that nominal voltage of this bus bar KV would be 12.47. You can be provide from this one, and aspect can be revised. For phases aspect, load, motor generator, these are another aspect you can also be feed and provide. IEC standard I select from this particular aspect. Furthermore, the two cities. The cities, how can we select the cities? So cities. Where are the cities? Voltage regulator, zigzag, sort. Where are the cities? This is a good question. Where are the cities? Hmm. Voltmeter, multimeter. These are the relays. All are the relays. Motor relays and further. Where is the cities? Current transformer and potential transformer. Two winding transformer, three winding transformer, voltage regulator, delta, zigzag. This one, impedance transmission line, cable, reactor, lumbar static capacitor, harmonic filter, panel. I think I know where is the cities PT, but why it is not showing at this instant? Line protection, ground. Where are the CTs and PTs? Oh, there you go. Potential transformer and current transformer. Current transformer, you can select this one and place here. This is the CT, current transformer. You can select this one and paste in one portion of the cable and another portion. This is the same cable. I'm talking about that the same line. You can connect two CTs. Select and link. Select and place to link. And drive these two wires by the two relays and connect with the overcurrent relay. And from where we can extract the overcurrent relay. So moving towards, I think I'm right, overcurrent relay. So in simulation, it is the overcurrent relay. And how we can extract this one? So overcurrent relay would be ammeter, voltmeter. This one is the overcurrent relay. You can place like this one and extract the wire of value to connect by one CT, and extract the wire of one you can connect with the another CT. The current which would be get as a reference and nominal current can be sensed by the overcurrent relay, and if the permissible limit can be exceeded by the overcurrent relay, it would be operate, and sensing would be happened by these two relays. Hopefully all the things are clear in your mind. If you have any kind of question query, please feel free to ask. I will answer the kind of question and resolve their queries. And if you have no kind of question or query, then we continue the session with the same string. Okay, guys, we are moving towards the next aspect, CDs and overcurrent relays. So we place. An Instagram message from Instagram. So overcurrent relays and CDs aspect of section. Come on. Overcurrent relay. This is the GE Multilin 735 and 737. This is the made brand of overcurrent relay. So we moving toward the simulation and overcurrent relay selectivity, that is GE Multilin 735/737. And how can I extract the particular value? You can log, if you set the parameter, you can log that parameters. This is the way. And if you now want to edit the parameter, you can edit by this open and close the clock lock. Okay, how can it be come from GE Multilin? So input, where is the library? Where is the library? From where we can got the value? Okay, these are the primary value, or these are the secondary value. And how can we get this primary and secondary value? I can tell you in after this section in CT. So remember this thing, the one thing I tell you guys, overcurrent relays, and this is the library. Coming toward the library, I select and found that GE Multilin brand, and further the user defined word file value 735 slash 737 value. After that selectivity, I okay the value. All the parameter from this GE Multilin can be select by the particular library and fill all the parameters after the selecting the particular library of GE Multilin. Okay, furthermore, all these parameters can be fulfilled. These are the uh, time, current curve, kiloampere, short circuit rating, user define you can place here at this level, and all things are not important further. Okay, this is the selectivity of overcurrent relay and setting parameters. Further moving towards the current transformer rating of the value. So rating, moving towards the rating, coming towards primary value is 300 slash 5 ampere is the secondary value. Current ratio, that is the current ratio, it is not the voltage. So 300 by 5 current CT ratio, and turns ratio, it would be transformed from 60 by 1. We enter the particular value from where I can tell you guys. The CT value can be extract and place from this table. You can see CT 300 by 5, 300 by 5. Both the value of CT can be placed in the with the brand of ABB. ABB is not necessary, but value is necessary. By selectivity of second city, first already I tell you guys. Oof. So, and rating that I entered 300 by 5 value. Automatically can current ratio can be transformed from this value, and turns ratio can be transformed from these values. And further checker, remarks, comment, info, these are the particular values, and overcurrent relay extract that value from these two cities. Now this is the cable parameters. And what would be the cable parameters? LIB 220 and ICEA. Length would be 100. What is meter or feet? I think it is feet. 100 feet. So you can also place a meter value. Meter is greater than the feet. So library 220 ICEA in KB. So moving toward the simulation, double click the cable. So where is the library? There is a library, physical appearance, place. That is not an important thing. So can I play a bit? Okay, 100 meter I already select. Fit can you also be select by fit, meter, all the particular value, but I select here as a meter. Now moving towards next aspect, it is the physical appearance of the cable. You can place XLP's underground cable, and XLP and PVC type of underground power cables. PVC also aspect here, and furthermore Impedance value of the cable can also be placed. User library define and all particular values. Configuration, but there is no kind of library. Capacity, these are the standards on which we can select by this thing. IEC standard also available there. You can select by these standards of IEC protection and all the parameters. So after that selectivity, you can okay the particular sites of parameters. Further, the bus bar already taken the voltage of 12.47 kV at the operating line voltages. Further, a fuse is also drive, and before that we need to see what is the value of fuse. Fuse Siemens A 500 and would be 2.454 kV. Siemens fuse selectivity. High voltage fuse can be taken. Rating IEC standard kV 2.47. I think 47 is not available, so that's the reason I select 2.57 kV. And further, these parameters are fine. Siemens. So Siemens or ABB would be find as the great value. ABB. Bussmann, Siemens. Siemens standard also available here. Further, particularly um, I think that would be fine if I select the Siemens value, and that would what would be okay. After IE Siemens and IC Siemens and then IC 0.57. Okay, after the selectivity of library of fuse, okay, and then transformer rating. Transformer would be having the rating. Transformer 1000 kVA would be transformed as 1 MVA. Primary would be this and secondary would be this, power 1000 MVA, and impedance typically would be selectivity. Moving towards the next aspect, which is the transformer rating, and by okay 1000 kVA become 1 MVA. Primary and secondary voltages would be select as ratings. Coming towards the rating, primary side would be this, secondary side would be this. If you provide the value of rating kV nominal of primary side, the load flow analysis value would be selected by respective this value. Similarly, secondary to respective this value, and all the particular value can be selected by the primary secondary values. Impedance ratio can be typically selected by the value would be, I think, 2 if all the parameter would be selected by this aspect. Control S, okay, and okay. After the scenario, the circuit breaker would be select as low voltage circuit breaker, and in low voltage circuit breaker, the typical value would be rated value in kV. KV rating value would be 0.44. You can select this thing. Tripping device, TCC curve, and all the particular kind of values. Library, even not. If you are not capable to enter the kind of all values, you select the particular library, Allen Bradley, or all the kind of parameter. Selectivity would be fine if you select the value of Siemens and IEC standards. After the selectivity, you can okay the value, and all the things are clear. Fill by this thing and okay. Circuit breaker 3 and even also selectivity by this thing. Uh, Furthermore, this breaker can also be selected by the respect operating library. Multi case circuit breaker is a type. Moving towards the Siemens IEC selectivity. After loading, you can provide these parameters can be fixed here. Tribute device, TCC values, and all the things values are clear, I think now, and particularly okay. After that, the contactor value. Moving towards the contactor, what are the parameters of contactor can be provided? Is there any contactor value? Induction motor, thermal overload relay, contactor. I think contactor placement is not there. So see what we can do in contactor. Value of contactor by double clicking the value, and you can see the value of contactor. The rating value would be 0.48 kV. Interrupting, it is not, I don't think, to provide the particular values. KV user defined, calculated, and reliability, interlocking, remarks, comments. These are not, are the etc. secondary things. So it is fine. Further, moving towards the overload heaters. How can we extract this thing? Contactor and heater. Contactor overload heater you can extract from this side. Contactor where we can place contactor. There you go, the contactor. You can uh, drag and drop contactor, and then at the end, 2 horsepower single phase induction motor, 3 phase induction motor. Sorry, this is the 3 phase induction machine of motor. You can place here and place the value of 2 horsepower. So moving toward the electric heater brand, that would be thermal overload heater, that is General Electric, and 0.48 kV. General Electric 0.48 kV. So rating, library, General Electric, particular value, okay. 0.48 kV already mentioned. This is the feature of 19.0 version. If you place one side of rating voltage, all another categorization of equipment and selectivity can be selected by default, that is 0.48 before we placed the value. At the end, 2 horsepower motor, what are further categorization of data? OKG, MRT lab 1 horsepower, ratings and 2 horsepower 0 rating voltage. Okay, selectivity already done, but have to check one more time. By double click the value, all the parameters are filled. Coming towards the nameplate, 2 horsepower you can place here. You can change the value of horsepower and kilowatt and kVA further kind of thing, but I select the value horsepower, place 2, and selectivity of value can also be voltage can be taken by the set, and further I okay the value. All the parameter simulation can be done at this level. So up till now, any one of you have any kind of question or query, please feel free to ask. I will answer the kind of question and resolve your queries If you have any kind of question, please ask. I will answer the kind of question and resolve your queries. And if you have
नहीं सर, अभी तक क्वेश्चन नहीं है सर।
सब चीज़ें समझ आ रही हैं जनाब?
मैं सर अभी तक कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है सर।
जी जी, क्वेश्चन तो
अगर
नहीं
बाद
है।
में वीडियो देखूंगा तो फिर क्वेश्चन हुआ तो आपसे पूछ लूंगा सर।
जी जी, मैं पूछ रहा था अभी तक चीज़ें समझ आ रही हैं?
ये सर।
जी जी, अच्छी बात है, चीज़ें समझ आ रही हैं बिल्कुल। तो ये हमने सिमुलेशन के जो पैरामीटर्स हैं ये प्लेस करना और इनको देखना, इनकी सारी चीज़ें प्लेसमेंट, वो सब चीज़ें हमने यहाँ पर इसमें देख ली हैं और चीज़ें काफ़ी हद तक बेहतर हैं। और प्लेसमेंट पैरामीटर्स, लाइब्रेरीज़ किस तरह इसमें फीड की जाती हैं, वो सब चीज़ें भी हमने इसमें प्रोवाइड कर दी हैं। तो ये चीज़ें काफ़ी हद तक बेहतर हो गई हैं। अच्छा, आर्टिफिशियली फॉल्ट क्रिएट इस तरह से किया जाता है, जिस तरह मैंने ये चीज़ यहाँ से लगा के दी है। फर्दर मोर हम दीगर पैरामीटर्स की तरफ आते हैं और यहाँ देख लेते हैं। स्टार प्रोटेक्टिव डिवाइस आइकॉन, स्टार प्रोटेक्टिव डिवाइस, एंड वेयर इज द स्टार प्रोटेक्टिव डिवाइस? Star protective device, I think this one is the star protective device. तो जी, लैब के वाले से हमने जितनी रेलेवेंट थ्योरी थी वो सारी डिस्कस कर ली है और इसमें जितनी भी हमारी एस्पेक्ट थे वो काफ़ी हद तक हमारे क्लियर हो गए हैं। स्टार व्यू, राइट, स्टार, ओके। अच्छा जी, मैं ज़रा इसके बारे में बता दूं कि किस तरह से मैं इस पर आया हूँ। सिमुलेशन जब बन जाए तो आपको आना है स्टार प्रोटेक्टिव, स्टार प्रोटेक्शन कोऑर्डिनेशन की तरफ। अच्छा, ये स्टेप यहाँ लिखे हुए हैं, मेरा इसमें कमाल नहीं है कोई। जो आपका कंस्ट्रक्ट सर्किट बन जाए, एडिट मोड में आपने बना लिया, तो क्लिक द स्टार प्रोटेक्टिव डिवाइस आइकॉन प्रेजेंट ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द एडिट मोड। ठीक है, ये एडिट मोड है आपका, ये एडिट मोड आप यहाँ देखें तो ये एडिट मोड है आपका। ठीक है, एडिट मोड के अंदर आके आप स्टार प्रोटेक्शन कोऑर्डिनेशन में सिलेक्ट कर लें। ठीक है, इस पर सिलेक्ट कर लिया। अच्छा, ये फिर पैरामीटर्स यहाँ पर हाईलाइट हो जाते हैं। ये चीज़ होने के बाद आगे चलते हैं, उसमें उन्होंने बताया है कि देन select a part of circuit and click on the star view of right। सर्किट के किसी एक पार्ट पे क्लिक करना है और फिर व्यू, ठीक है, व्यू का ऑप्शन आई थिंक ये स्टार व्यू मैनेजर। ठीक है, एक ये है और एक स्टार व्यू का क्रिएटर ये भी है। तो हम फिलहाल इस पे आते हैं, पहले इसको बना लेते हैं। तो फ्यूज़ पे हमने सेलेक्ट किया था, तो हमारे जो भी पैरामीटर हमने सेलेक्ट किए थे सिमुलेशन में, उन सब के नाम आ गए। 3 बस बारें हैं, केबल है, सर्किट ब्रेकर 3 है, कॉन्टेक्टर हमारे हैं और सीटीज़ हमारे हैं, फ्यूज़ हैं। तो फ्यूज़ के ऊपर हम बना लेते हैं लेट से अपेंड करके। तो इसका कर्व बनना चाहिए उसूलन। तो स्टार क्रिएशन मॉडल दोबारा ट्राई करते हैं। ये देखें, ये फ्यूज़ का कर्व बन रहा है, फ्यूज़ का कर्व। ठीक है, जो टीसीसी कर्व है वो फ्यूज़ के हवाले से यहाँ बन रहा है। तो ये टाइम वर्सेस एम्पेयर का कर्व बन गया है। ठीक है, टाइम वर्सेस एम्पेयर का कर्व बन गया है। और ये इसके फर्दर पैरामीटर्स, ये बनाने का तरीका होता है। आई थिंक मेरे स्टेप्स ये तो रिकॉर्ड हो रहे हैं, आपको दोबारा मिल जाएंगे। हम दोबारा से आते हैं इसकी तरफ। अब हम किसी और सिलेक्टिविटी ऑफ पैरामीटर्स को सेलेक्ट करते हैं और उसके मुताबिक उसको बनाते हैं, जो कि हमारी हो सकती है ट्रांसफॉर्मर। ट्रांसफॉर्मर को सिलेक्ट किया हमने और यहाँ पे इसको मेक कर लिया। अभी इसका टीसीसी कर्व बना देगा, ठीक। अच्छा, ये सिलेक्टिविटी हम जैसे आखिर की जो चीज़ है, ये इसका टीसीसी कर्व बना है ट्रांसफार्मर का, ठीक है। ये उसका सिंबल आ गया और ये चीज़ आ गई है। अच्छा, मैं चीज़ बता रहा था लास्ट, select the part and make a star view, right? And graph are obtained and studied, तो इन ग्राफ को देखना है और स्टडी तो हम कर ही रहे हैं। तो इस तरह सिलेक्टिविटी इसकी हो सकती है। फर्दर यूज़र कर्व की तरफ अगर हम आएँ तो यूज़र कर्व के अंदर जो वैल्यूज़ हैं पैरामीटर्स की, वो हमें दिख सकती हैं। साथ ही साथ इसके अलावा जो ये लाइंस हैं कि वे क्या ड्रॉ कर रही हैं, सिलेक्टिविटी वो देख सकते हैं। अच्छा, पैरामीटर्स अगर शो करवाने हैं सिमुलेशन ऑप्शन पे, तो ये हमने पिछली सिमुलेशन पे देख लिया था। फर्दर दोबारा से कम बैक करना है अगर आपने। अच्छा, इसमें दो इंस्ट्रूमेंट का कर्व भी एक साथ बन सकता है, ठीक है। ये मुझे प्रीवियस सिमुलेशन से याद है, जो मैंने पहले कभी कराई है। मिसाल के तौर पे हम फ्यूज़ और इनका एक साथ बनाना चाहते हैं ना, तो इसको यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट कर देंगे स्टार व्यू के ज़रिए। स्टार व्यू से फिर उसका ये दो इक्विपमेंट का कर्व बन जाएगा एक ही मॉडल में, ठीक है जी। देखें, दो फ्यूज़ और ये हैं, ये फ्यूज़ का कर्व हो गया और ये ट्रांसफार्मर का हो गया, ठीक है। तो फ़र्क भी बता दिया है इसमें इन्होंने। फर्दर आते हैं हम। अब रज़ा साहब आप बताएं कोई एक इक्विपमेंट जो मैं सेलेक्ट करूं उसका कर्व बना लूं। जी जनाब, आप कोई बताएं अपनी मर्जी से। हम
जी सर।
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, मैं अभी आपने देखा मैंने कर्व बनाया है जिस तरीके से सारे।
यस सर।
आप कोई इक्विपमेंट इसमें से बताएं जो मैं सेलेक्ट करूं और उसका कर्व बना लूं।
एक मिनट सर। सर कॉन्टेक्ट 2 का सर।
कॉन्टैक्ट 2, अच्छा ये बना लो। चले एक काम करते हैं, हम जो है ना इन तीनों का लेते हैं एक साथ, तीनों का एक साथ लेते हैं। मिसाल के तौर पे
ठीक है सर।
हम इन तीनों को सिलेक्ट करते हैं एक साथ ऐसे, ठीक है, और इन तीनों का कर्व बनाते हैं एक साथ। सही है, ये भी आ गया, ये भी आ गया, ये भी आ गया। ये मज़ेदार हो गया ना कुछ।
जी जी सर।
हम इसका कर्व बनाते हैं स्टार व्यू के जरिए। अब देखें तीन चीज़ों का कर्व आएगा, तीन चीज़ों का कर्व ही नहीं आया, क्या बात है। ये भी हो जाता है कभी कभी। चलें एक का बनाते हैं, होपफुली शायद तीनों शायद कोलैप्स कर रहे हो। कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के ऊपर आते हैं, उसका बनाते हैं फंक्शनैलिटी पे।
ठीक है।
तो यहाँ डाउन स्ट्रीमिंग पे कर्व नहीं बन रहा है इसका, तो ये एक थोड़ी अजीब सी बात है। सीक्वेंस व्यूअर भी है यहाँ पे। अच्छा जी, फर्दर इस सर्किट ब्रेकर का हम कर्व बनाते हैं। अच्छा जी, देखें इस सर्किट ब्रेकर का कर्व ये बन रहा है, टीसीसी कर्व जो होता है ना, ये टीसीसी कर्व सही मायनों में कहलाता है। ये हमें ये चीज़ बता रही है कि जो टाइम वर्सेस हमने करंट के एस्पेक्ट में बनाया है, तो टाइम जैसे जैसे हमारा आगे की तरफ जा रहा है, हमारा जो करंट मैग्नीट्यूड है वो भी बढ़ रहा है। तो उसके ऊपर इंटरप्शन। और इस फर्दर जब यहाँ सेलेक्ट करके हम छोड़ देंगे, देखें इसमें पैरामीटर हमने सेलेक्ट किए थे कि सर्किट ब्रेकर 3 है, सिमेंस का है, और ये जितने पैरामीटर हमने यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट किए थे वो सब उसकी सिलेक्टिविटी में लिखे हुए उसमें आ जाते हैं। थर्मल ट्रिप फिक्स्ड है इसका, मैग्नेटिक ट्रिप फिक्स्ड है इसका, साइज का 16 एम्पेयर है, और वगैरह वगैरह के ऊपर ही काम कर जाएगा। तो ये वो रिजल्ट्स हैं जो आपको इसमें अपनी सिमुलेशन के फॉर्म में लगाने हैं। तो ये रिजल्ट्स उसमें शो होते हैं और शो होंगे। तो यहाँ तक कोई डिफ़िकल्टी सेशन में हो तो पूछ लीजिए, मैं रिपीट कर दूँगा। यहाँ से ऑनवर्ड्स फिर हमारी लैब कंप्लीट हो जाती है, वरना अगर आप चाहें तो बता दें, मैं उसका कर्व भी बना लूँगा। इस तरह सर्किट ब्रेकर का बनाया है मैंने, सर्किट ब्रेकर 3 का। इस तरह इसका भी बन जाएगा और बाकी सब का भी बन सकता है। तो ये तरीका है इनमें सर्किट ब्रेकर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से उसको बनाने का। और एडिट मोड में हम इसमें आते हैं तो पैरामीटर्स फर्दर लिखे हुए आ जाएंगे। और मैं तरीका दोबारा समझा देता हूँ कि मैं गया स्टार प्रोटेक्शन व्यू के अंदर, और फिर ये डायलॉग बॉक्स यहाँ पे खुल जाता है, और फिर मैंने पर्टिकुलर इक्विपमेंट को सिलेक्ट किया और उसका TCC कर्व व्यूअर बना दिया, ठीक है, स्टार व्यूअर है, उसके मुताबिक इसका कर्व बन गया, ठीक है। ये मैंने सर्किट ब्रेकर 2 का बनाया, इससे पहले सर्किट ब्रेकर 3 का बनाया था। तो ये इस तरीके से हमारी सिमुलेशन फुलफिल हो रही है और हमारे रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं। सो आज के सेशन को यहाँ पे हम एंड करते हैं। ओवर करंट रिलेस के लिहाज से TCC कर्व बनाना, जो कि टाइम करंट करेक्टरिस्टिक कर्व कहलाता है, वो हमने इसमें सीखा, और आज की लैब भी यहाँ पर हम एंड करते हैं। होपफुली आप सब लोगों को आज के लैब के जो कंटेंट है वो समझ आए होंगे और कोई डिफ़िकल्टी नहीं होगी। सेशन को आज के यहाँ पे एंड करते हैं। इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट क्लास में आप सब लोगों से मुलाकात होगी। अल्लाह हाफिज़।